Oh, hi. My name is Chloe, and this is my app for the 2024 Congressional App Challenge. So back in my elementary and middle school days, I kind of struggled with organizing, especially with planners. Though nice on how it offered organization, it offered little to no space to write in or add on into. Maybe it's the confusing part that got to you on how so many things are crammed into one singular cube and suddenly everything is all up in chaos. So kind of remembering those days again gave me an idea, a thought to a different approach to organizing planners. So I introduced OSP. It is an abbreviation for one single planner. Though targeted mainly towards younger audiences with its simple usage and colorful interface, it could also be used for anyone who may struggle similarly with current digital or physical planners. This is the app's wireframe and flowchart. The frame has been color-coded in Legend for easier legibility. Though the app mostly stayed close to its original idea, there was some modifications, including removing some of the subject boxes for simple use for younger users.
This is a live demo of my app. The user first needs to create a new user to enter in the main interface. Keep in mind that the input for new password and new username has to match up with the current login screen. Then we are greeted with the main interface, which includes the time, the date, and also a simplistic looking interface. We are now going to click into one of the subjects, science, our first subject. So you can see here that you've noticed that the subject itself is only dedicated to one thing, which is different from other planners. A user could add a reminder by inputting some text. Let's put some right here. We could put numbers and also letters, and we could add it by using this plus button. We could also edit the subject itself by clicking this edit button in the bottom right. Let's just say that you didn't want science, just instead you wanted maybe history. And since we came from subject 1, we needed the specific number that you wanted to change. Let's change 1. And when you do change a subject, keep in mind that it changes the whole interface completely. Depending on what subject you have entered in will depend on the type of screen you will get and how it will change. The image also changes, and it also clears out and wipes out all the data in the lists. Let's add in more things, and see, it works just like that. So similarly to subject 1, all of the other 3 work just the same.
Diving into this app's code, it depends on various things to run as needed. It depends on loops for counting the time and date. It also uses various lists to gather the user's input and display the information provided by the user. This app also uses if-else statements. The greatest example would be within the login portion, where the username and password match the input provided by the user in such designated areas it was provided. It was also mainly used in changing the subject by checking the name of the subject the user provided and the number subject the user wanted to change. And to prevent more redundant code, this code also makes uses of functions to make the code a little more readable and more effective. And it's all mixed in with a pinch of creativity for those who are a little more visual, like I was.